Goldilocks and the Three Bears. In the forest, there was a cute little wooden house where three bears lived: Papa Bear, Mama Bear, and Baby Bear. One sunny morning, Mama Bear had just finished cooking a big pot of hot porridge. Since the porridge was too hot, Mama Bear said,
"Let's go for a walk and come back when the porridge has cooled down a bit."
So, the three bears happily went out for a walk. At that moment, on the other side of the forest, a little girl with golden hair was chasing butterflies. Without realizing it, she had wandered far, far from where she started. Before long, she looked around and realized she was lost.
"Oh no! I think I'm lost,"
she said nervously, looking around. Suddenly, she spotted a cute little house nestled among the trees. She walked up to the little house, gently pushed the door open, and stepped inside. She didn't know this was the home of the three bears. The house was warm and welcoming. She saw three chairs, one big, one medium, and one small. First, she sat in the biggest chair.
"This chair is rock hard,"
she said, frowning and standing up. Then, she tried the middle-sized chair.
"Too soft."
She still wasn't comfortable. Finally, she sat in the smallest chair.
"Just right,"
she said with a happy smile. Suddenly, crack! One of the little chair's legs snapped, and she tumbled to the floor.
"Ouch! That hurt,"
she said as she rubbed her sore bottom and slowly got back on her feet. Soon, she began to feel hungry, so she walked into the kitchen. On the table were three bowls of porridge, one big, one medium, and one small. She tried the biggest bowl first.
"Too hot,"
she yelped, pulling the spoon away quickly. Then she tried the medium-sized bowl.
"Too cold,"
she murmured, frowning. Finally, she tasted the smallest bowl.
"Just right,"
she said with a smile, and she kept eating until not a drop was left. After eating, she felt very tired, so she went upstairs. In the bedroom, she saw three beds, one big, one medium, and one small. First, she lay down on the biggest bed.
"Too hard,"
she said, tossing and turning. Then, she tried the medium-sized bed.
"Too soft,"
she frowned, sinking into the mattress. Finally, she lay down on the smallest bed.
"Just right,"
she whispered, and soon fell fast asleep. Soon after, the three bears returned from their walk. Papa Bear stepped into the living room and frowned.
"Someone has been sitting in my chair."
Mama Bear said,
"Someone has been sitting in mine too."
Baby Bear cried out,
"Someone broke my chair."
They walked into the kitchen to see if anything else had been touched.
"Someone has been eating my porridge,"
said Papa Bear.
"Someone has been eating mine too,"
said Mama Bear.
"Mine is all gone,"
Baby Bear said sadly. They went upstairs to check the bedroom. Papa Bear noticed his bed looked messy. Someone had clearly slept in it. Mama Bear saw that her blanket was all wrinkled and pushed to one side. Baby Bear saw a little girl sleeping in his bed and stared with wide eyes. After a while, Goldilocks woke up and saw the three bears staring at her with wide eyes. She lowered her head and said softly,
I'm really sorry. I got lost and was just so tired and hungry. I know I shouldn't have come in without asking.
Seeing how truly sorry she was, the three bears decided to forgive her. Papa Bear carefully fixed the little chair with nails and a hammer, and Mama Bear made a fresh pot of delicious, steaming porridge. They all sat down together and happily shared the warm meal. From that day on, Goldilocks and the three bears became good friends. She often came to visit, and every time she made sure to knock before coming in. This story reminds us, never enter someone's house without permission, and don't touch things that don't belong to you. Always knock and ask politely before going inside. If you make a mistake, be brave enough to apologize and try to do better. And when others make mistakes, be kind enough to forgive. That's the end of today's story. Good night.